Are you aspiring stop-motion creator? I started 4 years ago, and here are 6 tools and tips I learned over those 4 years, and I can't live without them. First, Bostik. Bostik is sort of better sticky tag. I use it in nearly every animation, no matter if it's Lego or something else. If you see my Lego animations with the arms not attached, like to the ball joints, this is sticky tag. If something hangs on a wall or anything else, this is using Bostik. Bostik is a better sticky tag. It's normally used by plumbers for plumbing. A friend of mine on a film set showed me that. They use that on the big screen to hang some stuff like a little lamp or something without using screws. This is something that I use every day in my animations. It is much better than sticky tag. It has no residue once you remove it, and it is stronger. So Bostik is the way to glue things onto your set. Next up are practical whooshes. You will know them from 2D animation. If something moves fast or a character moves fast or punches really fast, you have a whoosh, and you can implement those rules to stop-motion animation. And for that you can use like plastic or like cardboard or clay, where you just blur your thing that moves for one frame, like I did in this scene where the character punches. You see on the fast, when you play it fast, you see like this whoosh, this movement, which is totally practical. And if we slow it down, you see that the character moves for the punch and then punches, and for one frame there is this black plastic thing that creates those whoosh effects, and with that you can do practical whooshes. They will create life in your stop-motion animations. Tip number 3, camera movement without moving the camera. Sometimes you want to have a camera movement, the camera runs beside the car or runs beside the character. And for that, of course, you can move the camera and the figure you're moving, or what I like to do is just simply move the set. So the camera is fixed like this, and you have the figure. For that one, this figure will be running, this character will be running. The character doesn't need to run, he can just go, but for our example, he will run. For that, don't show the feet, don't show the ground, because the ground won't move, just the background won't move, this brick wall. And then just simply you move the character like he would be running, and then you move the background. And like that, you have a camera movement for the view, but you haven't moved your camera, you have just moved your set. Tool number 4 I use for very, very fine animation is a toothpick. I use it if a character has really micro movement, like caressing a sword or something. Then you just take the toothpick and you just ditch it against the thing that should just move a millimeter. I think you are fine with that, and then with that you get these fine, slow animations that are micro movements. Easy thing, I always have a toothpick with me to move things like that. Next up we have practical impact frames. If you saw a cane, you know if something really hits the ground or explodes, you have a little impact frame where every color is inverted, or you just have the shadows or the backgrounds. And this makes the impact of the hit, of the bullet, of everything really impactful. And you can do that, or I like to do those impact frames in camera sometimes with just a simple lighting trick. For that we have our lighting, and I normally have like a top light, a background light, and key light. And for the impact frame there are 2 frames. You have the normal lighting, you turn everything but the headlight off, and for the next frame you just turn the backlight on and everything else off, and then you return to your normal lighting scene and then you have an impact frame like this. Another thing I like to do for field of depth in my pictures is something we call in German Vordergrund macht Bild gesund, which means in English like a good foreground makes a healthy picture. And for that I have this little example. We have our figure here right now on the set. No background, no foreground, just the figure and the lighting. And depends on what you want to tell, this picture works well. A desolated desert or something, or just like in anime sometimes you just have the character and nothing else. But let's see, if we just put a little background, these little trees there, there's a world. There's a world, there's something behind the character, life, deaths, something we can take a look at if the character just waits, for example. And now we did a little foreground. Just a few bushes. Hello there, kitty. Just a little bushes and stuff for the foreground. And now we have like this really feel of depth. We have something in the foreground, we have the character that is our main focus, and then we have the background, which makes really good picture, I think. It's really interesting frame then. And I use this nearly every time. This is for example now it's really simple, the forest where there's a lot around, and even if people like talk to each other, I will use like one character in the foreground, like just blurred, so there's something, there's the feel of depth in our pictures. And yeah, I really hope those tips helped you with your creation. I use them every day. These are the 6 essential tips I will use. If you want to know more things how it work, I could do stop motion basics. Just let me know in the comments, but these are the 6 things I learned during my last 4 years of stop motion, which I think not every how-to stop motion video will tell you. Have a nice day and take care, and remember to pet your cats.